Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks for Friday NCAA. We've been doing pretty well with this, and by that I mean I've been having a blast, but the picks have actually been pretty good. 5-1 last week. So let's get to the two games tonight. Okay, first game we got the Virginia Cavaliers. They're 2.5-point home underdogs facing Boise State. And already I gotta wonder, am I seeing things like a beach ball, or am I just seeing things? Because everyone thinks this is gonna be a close game. Which I can understand because you got Boise State with their tremendous run defense, which is going up against Virginia's rushing attack, which is built on a power game. And tonight you're going to see a heavy helping of true freshman Jordan Ellis, 205 pounds. He had his coming out party last week against William and Mary. Remember when that used to just mean one thing? At any rate, he's averaging 10 yards a rush. He had a 39-yard touchdown. So what goes on there? Close game? Okay, well, let's flip the teams. Now you have the Boise State offense, which is perennially been great, and it's been doing well this year with the exception of now they've lost their starting quarterback Ryan Finley. He was a tragic loss in their 52-0 blowout over the Idaho State Vandals, and they're going against the Virginia defense that has more holes in it than the Playboy Mansion. So which way do you go? I don't know. But here's the one fact that I can't ignore, and take this from me. I've made a lifetime of ignoring people that are trying to help me with their advice. Oh, Gene, you're 46 and you live with 5 roommates. Merlot does not go with pancakes. The Diary of Anne Frank is in the nonfiction section. Whatever, people. You can give me all these facts you want, but one fact jumps out at me at this game that I can't not see, and that is the fact that Boise State is flying across the country to face Virginia, and they'll be starting Boise State 2 backup quarterbacks, the duo of Mark Rypien's nephew Brett, and I don't even remember the other guy's name. Oh yeah, Thomas Stewart. What? And they'll be facing up against Cavs linebacker Mika Kaiser, who I don't think is German, as you can see from the picture. But he might as well be wearing one of those pointy helmets because he's going to be targeting them all day. I don't see a close game. I see an underdog blowout by the Cavs. All right. Should we do the late game? What else you got to do? Oregon State is getting 14.5 now. Last night when I wrote this, it was 15.5 from the Stanford Cardinal, ranked number 21 in Corvallis. All right, look. Who you bet on this game depends on who you believe Oregon State is. 2 weeks ago on the road, they got blown out by Jim Harbaugh's Michigan team 35-7. Or are they the home team, which they are tonight, in which they've won their 2 home games, averaging 30 points a game? Given they're against lesser opponents like San Jose State and Weber State. But the one thing that makes me lean towards Oregon State is one man, and that is their stud freshman quarterback, another true freshman, Seth Collins, who is developing as a passer and is a dominant rusher, making him the most terrifying player for Oregon under center in ages. And that's saying something because we're talking about the hippie state of Oregon where they are accustomed to seeing terrifying beavers. Look, speaking of quarterbacks and beavers, the Stanford Cardinals are facing a hairy conundrum. Look, I'm kidding around, but their starting quarterback, Kevin Hogan, is a game-time decision after injuring his ankle early in the third quarter last week in that game against USC. But I don't think it should be a game-time decision for Stanford head coach David Shaw because simply put, all David Shaw has to do is not look at his ankle, but look at the upcoming schedule. You know who Stanford has next week? Nobody. That's called a bye week. That's called an extra week of rest. And you need that because you know who they have the following week? They have a trip to Tucson to face the ranked Arizona Wildcats. So here's what you do with your boy Hogan. Put his ass on the seat and his ankle in the air and just rest him and put the game in the hands of your backups, Ryan Burns and Keller Chris, and just get the hell out of Corvallis with a W. Or you can go the other way, which I think is more risky, but I think it has the same end game. You can start Hogan with a very short leash, and the second you get up, get out of that game. But either way, I think this is going to be a much closer game than the 14.5. Yeah, it's down to 14.5. You know why? Because I think they already know Hogan's not going to play. Then you're getting. So here's what you do this Friday night. Try something a little different and throw money at some beavers that might pay you back. See what I did? Or worst comes to worst, they don't cover and you get screwed by a beaver either way. See, should we do one more? You don't think I can get one more in? Watch this. Get your bet in on Oregon State now before they realize that Hogan's not going to play and the line drops more. You need to snatch all the points you can get. I cracked it. Take the Beavers and the points. Those are Geno's Friday NCAA picks.